I'm back. Alright, so let's do this fast because I want to sleep. Okay, I'm at my house again, the OG setup. Because people were in the office today the whole day, so I didn't have time. My office, some stupid shit. My previous video, I think, I haven't posted it yet because my videographer is taking a break on day 1 of working, so that shows you, slack nigga, you know who you are. Anyways, let's get back to it. So yeah, yesterday I only made one trade, which was gold. And I know we are talking about like why do you make gold? Because yesterday we were saying the most likely trade we're going to make was GBP USD, and gold we are most likely not going to trade, and the opposite. Okay, let's talk about GBP USD since. Alright, so as you can see here, you know what, I want to talk about gold first because GBP USD is going to have a longer explanation. It's going to be interesting. Alright, gold here, why did I decide to go with a bear? I mean, look for a sell, because in the 1 hour was bear, daily was also bearish. Now 4 hour was in a bullish, so it's contradicting. But why did I go ahead with the trade instead of saying, you know what, I'm not going to trade today? Okay, here's why, I'll show you. Let's go to daily. It was mainly because of the daily. Because the daily, as you can see, yesterday it was here. It wasn't just a newfound bear trend. It was already in a very big downtrend, as you can see here. Look at this. It already like broke this low, then it didn't go above even this high. It didn't break above this. It continued. So it's going like this, like a normal downtrend or an uptrend. It always has, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So with that in mind, I decided to go with a bearish day. Okay, so it was a risk, obviously, and also that yesterday price was going towards the downside, although it didn't break, but it was going to the downside. So I made you could say a decision based on my experience and based on market understanding over the years. Okay, so pretty simple our execution. Now as you can see, this orange line marks the sweep. Okay, sweep this box of orange, and we all can't see properly, so this box here is our days. Yeah, I'm on my tablet. Okay, so excuse the issues. This box is the order block. Okay, the last push up, which is this 1, 2, 3 candles, to push up. Okay, these 3 candles, so you make the order block. Now what is our equilibrium? Equilibrium is basically the highest point you'll go to or the lowest point you'll go to before it starts to retrace back. In this case, price went up until this. Okay, I'd already set a order to buy at this zone, to buy at this line here, as you can see. So yeah, price went up and we sold at this position. Okay, now how did I position my take profit? Very easy. I put the low of the day. Why did I do that? Why? Because I was going to sleep and I'm not very confident that price was going to go all the way down. There's nothing indicating so. There's nothing indicating that it's going to go all the way until here, very strong. No, because as you can see, price was already moving towards the downside in Asian session. Okay, it didn't go all the way up top. If it goes all the way up top, then yeah, okay, it might go a long way, but it's already going down in Asian session. You can see in London session, it was also steadily going down. It didn't go and reach for any far highs to get liquidity, so you can assume that it's going to go slowly down. It's not going to go shooting down for no reason, because exactly, there's no reason for it to. There's no extra money, there's no nothing. Wow, that's it. So we had a good risk to reward ratio, 2 to 1, which is a valid risk to reward ratio. Okay, and we took this trade and we hit TP. Easy, say done. But okay, now GPSD. I said, very strong buy movement. I was going to take a buy order. Why didn't I take it? Very simple. Because if I took it, no, I didn't take it. Why? Okay, I said, when we were making the video yesterday, it was here around 11-12. So I said I want price to touch my order block, then I'll make a buy. But it didn't. Okay, you can tell me, Kevin, you had your bias right. It was very strong. It was all 1 hour, 4 hour, daily. It was all shooting towards the buy. You had a retracement into the equilibrium, as you can see there. Here, retracing into the equilibrium. If only you bought, you could have profit. But that's where you're wrong, because as I said, we are probability traders. So that doesn't mean even if I follow my plan exactly, that doesn't mean it will go my way. Correct or not? So before going into the trade, what do I have to think about first? I have to think about how much I'm risking. So if I were to place my trade here, okay, if I were to do that, then yeah, let's remind you, I only put this TP because price went up until here, okay? So I put this thing in the night, right? But yesterday, if I were to take the trade the minute it hit equilibrium, I would have put my TP here. So now, as you can see, why I put here, because of the highs here. Let's move this with easy. Alright, so as you can see, I put the highs nearest high, resting area of liquidity. That's my TP. Now you can see here the risk to reward is 0.72, which doesn't make sense at all. You're risking $1 to get 72 cents. It's not worth the risk. Anyone can tell you that. Why would you risk more to win less? Then you'll tell me, okay, simple, you're not sure if price will go up until there, you want to take small profits, okay, why not move the stop loss? Then you will reduce the risk, correct? 1 to 3, you're right. But how do we measure our stop loss? Different people have different ways. For me, for us, I put it right below the order block, because that's where I know, for me, if I'm going to put a stop loss, I want it to tell me something, because stop loss says you're wrong, right? It's not a, it's not a good thing, or you're wrong about the market direction, I guess. So since I don't want my losses being execution problems, I want it to be, just the market. So when I take a loss, it should tell me that, you know what, Kevin, because it hit the stop loss, it just shows you were wrong and it's going in the opposite direction. And how do I know that? I put it below the order block, because if I put it here, oh my days, if I put my stop loss here and it hits, it doesn't tell me anything, sorry, I put it here, it doesn't tell me anything at all. It doesn't indicate anything, doesn't help me anything, nothing. So I put my stop loss below the order block. So I know that if I go for a buy and it hits my stop loss, then price will go down. It's telling me something. If price goes back up, then I'm confident that price action is going sideways, and I shouldn't have even entered. It wasn't even a wrong analysis. No, it just shouldn't have entered because low probability. Okay, 10 minutes in. It's my dog, guys. Will you stop? I'm trying to make video. I'm trying to make content. Alright, let's get into it real quick. Let's discuss today's trade. Oh my days. Can you please? Nah, just wait. Be done real quick. Please. Okay, let's discuss today's trade. Bro, can we should move? Morning. $9:30 here. 3. You should know these are Asian, London, and New York sessions, right? Okay. So let's give a quick analysis. Okay, from the start itself, I can see very clearly that the whole day it's been going down. It's very clear, bearish day. You know, okay, 1 hour, yes, bearish. Ooh. Oh, 4 hour is still bullish. Now that is interesting. Daily, our daily is wow. Our daily is bullish. Yes, I know you're thinking like, it's a red candle, green candle, but it's not like this, you know. It didn't start and it didn't end and start at the same line, same price. So I wouldn't consider that. I wouldn't consider these two low. I wouldn't consider this a low. Still in the bullish trend, meaning I would say I would look for buys, but I'm quite careful because 1 hour also could indicate that, you know, change of trend. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. We are going to, what's your problem, buddy? I'm going to look for buys, but I'll be very careful. Okay, I need a strong signal, a strong buy, in which I don't have right now. I don't see it. It's 8:45. It's already pre-market and I don't see it. So move on to gold. Fast video. My dog needs attending to. He's an attention seeker, a very big one at that, as you can hear. Attention seeking motherfucker. Stop attention seeking, buddy. He understands English, as you can see. Alright, let's go for gold. You can see bearish. Yep. Okay. Yep. For bearish. Daily, obviously. Yep. Bearish. Because from yesterday. Okay. Now let's just set up our sessions. How am I setting up the session? So it's good for you to see if you can identify the lowest point, highest point of the sessions. It's good to know because when sweep happens of the highest point, lowest point of the session, that's a pretty good indicator. Okay. Alright. So, do we see any sweeps? Yes, I do see a sweep. I do see a sweep here. Would I consider it a strong one? Out of 10, 7, because the only thing is, there was a high right here, but it didn't go there. It went just here, you know. Okay, that's what gives it that bit low. Wasn't the session high, but it did push strongly down, right? So I'll give it a 7. Okay, now let's go for the last push. Okay, I'm going to go here. Okay, which is the last push. So all these candles. 1. See this last from here. It pushed up, pushed up, pushed up here. Okay, that's the order block. Alright, and then now, bro. No, before the retrace. Yup. See, I don't want to go here because they're retracing. We're gonna go here. Right. So I would say once you touch this order block, I'm set. See? Here, you know, minimum here 1 to 7. Nice, clean, easy. Now 1 to 7. You know, I can go further, obviously, but I don't want to go further yet. You know, I'm fine with this. This risk to reward ratio seems good to me. If you want to reduce the risk, instead of increasing your TP, increasing your stop loss, what you can do is place your orders a bit more later. What does that mean? You add more filters. So my filters are only the 3. Like I said, after the sweep, has to go out of the order block, retrace back into it along with the equilibrium. Okay, that's 3. Now what I can do is go into this value gap. Okay, it's just a slight difference I made. See, from 2.6 here is 1.8. Dramatically increase my risk to reward ratio. But for now, I'm not going to. How much am I risking? Ooh. Mm. 28. Okay, yeah, I think I will. Why? Because my account size isn't that big yet. Mean to say, I don't want to risk more than I have to. Because to be fair, I cannot go by the rule of 1%, 2%, because I'm not trying to pursue the money. I'm trying to perfect my craft. So where my TP is, where my SF is, you know, those are important. I cannot just follow those rules of 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 1 to 1. I cannot just blindly go, you know, okay, yeah, 1 to 1. Like I can't be doing that, because I'm not that kind of trader. The main traders like that ain't me. That's not what I've been chasing 4 years for. So okay, yeah, this is what I want to do. That's what I will do. Okay, sometimes just a little tip. Sometimes if the highs are nearer, meaning to say, look at this. Sometimes highs here, right? The order block ends here. But if they are near highs, meaning here, remember earlier we talked about the high that didn't get hit. Yeah, sometimes I put my order block, my stop loss right above that, but sometimes they want to hit that. Okay, for this case I'm just going to put it here just to be a bit more safer. Okay, so yeah, we have our 226 RR. You know, it's looking good. Yeah, and I'll let you all know tomorrow. So today to end today, yesterday we hit a TP for gold. Today looks like we're going to place a trade, you know, very likely. Again, one more thing, my TPY I don't put here is just I've noticed that price sometimes this top here is a more confirm place. I've seen price I put here, price go somewhere here, and nothing happens. So where it closes, yeah, that's where I put my TP, just to make it, you know, confirm. Okay, GBUSD doesn't look like it. We are in a buy, right? GBUSD is buy, right? Yeah. Daily fall, all buy. Okay, so yeah, I need a really strong one here, which I don't see right now. Okay. Okay, that's it for today's video. I will observe the market a bit longer. Yeah, today is the 28th, right? 28th of April 2026. So that's how it goes. Okay, right. Hope you learn something. Even if you're not a trader, learn something. I have a lot to teach. I have a lot you can learn from. You just have to know where to grab. Can't be spoon feeding or everything, because it won't work. It'll just be a waste of my time and yours. Okay, I'll post some other videos.